There's that man again.
The world is full of all kinds of fragrances. You got your spicy fragrances. You got some syrupy sweet ones. Hey man, sometimes you just want to smell clean. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I am your resident sommelier, Mr. Dearest Teddy. And today we're going to talk about some of the fresher, cleaner fragrance options that I have in my collection that I've been wearing over the last couple of months. It's pretty hot outside out here in Baltimore where I live. We've been ranging around the 90-degree mark. And a lot of the fresher, cleaner fragrances are the ones that you want to get on your skin for this type of weather. And one that I found that works pretty damn good in this weather is Lacoste Essential. This right here is a very clean, clean, like fresh out of the shower clean. Hell, waterfall clean if you want to go that far. I mean, yes, I've been in the waterfalls. Don't come for me. But this is a very, very good fragrance. It's a very clean fragrance. It's aromatic. It is citrusy. It's very fresh, very slightly spicy. It's extremely woodsy. Not very fruity. It has fruit in it, of course. It has, let's read off some of these fruit notes. It has tangerine. It has rose, pepper. It has sandalwood and patchouli in it. Tomato leaf, bergamot. I mean, you can smell most of the citrus, if not all of the citrus, immediately, right off the front. Like I said, this is a very clean and soapy fragrance, and it is definitely one that you might want to get your hands on for the warmer weather. Works perfectly in the high heat. When I wore it recently, it was about 90 something degrees outside, and it projected pretty well. But it's excellent in the office as well because it's inoffensive. It is not over the top. It's not overbearing. Of course, if you spray anything too damn much, you may have an issue. So watch your sprays. But around the 8 spray range is where I did it, and it was right on point, right on par. Not a lot of longevity. You're not going to get 8 to 10 hours out of it, but I got a good, I'd say about 5 or 6, which is not bad. Not bad because, hell, if you have a regular job like I do, you only got 2 hours left at the job, and by that time, who cares what the hell you're wearing unless that's what you do. And if that's the case, go ahead and take this with you. Respray if you got something that you want to do afterwards. But hey man, would I recommend this? Absolutely. So go out and get yourself a bottle of Lacoste Essential. So the next fragrance that I have is very aromatic, woodsy, and earthy, and that would be Chopin Opus 28. So this right here, I got this in 2020, and I didn't have really a clue what it smelled like. It's another one of my blind buys. But when I looked at the fragrance notes that it had online, I felt like this would be something pretty good for the summer. And man, was I absolutely right. I'll go ahead and spray this now, and this is beautiful. It is very spicy. It's very peppery. You have tarragon, grapefruit, pine, bergamot, sea notes, clary sage, rosemary. That's where some of that earthy spiciness comes from. The oak moss, vetiver, and cedar all come together to give you this clean, very, very fresh, very, very mountain air-like almost type of fragrance. It's very just once again, I'm going to use the same term I used for the last one. It's extremely breezy. This one is it's a slight bit thicker than the last one, but once again, it's perfect for the office. It is very inoffensive. Same amount of sprays, except this one actually will last a little bit longer on your skin. I was able to push it to 8. Anything after 8, of course, it's a complete and total skin scent. But this is a really good one. You might want to go out and check this one out for yourself. I'll put a link in the description box so you guys can actually get it for yourself and check it out. It is this one. This is the 1.7 ounce. This cost me about 80 something bucks. It's a parfum concentrate. The bigger bottle that is about the 3.4 ounce. I believe it's like 120 bucks. So still not overly expensive, but would I say it's worth it? I would say yes, sir. Yes, I would actually say yes, it does, because of the fact of the matter is, like I said, it lasted me all day when I wore it. So I found it on Amazon, and I will put the link out there so that you guys can go get your hands on Chopin Opus 28. The next fragrance I have coming up is one that I believe I'm starting to become a little biased with, and that would be Bentley Silverlight. So this one is ozonic. It's very aquatic. It's lavender. I mean, it's very green. It is a very good scent. It's not like the typical clean scents that I just put up on camera. Just as good, but this has a bit more of an executive feel to it. It has more of a refined feel to it. It's extremely clean. It's very airy. It is it's a very bright fragrance. It's a very, very bright one. It's one of those fragrances that you just don't mind wearing over and over and over again. This is definitely, to me, signature scent worthy. Honestly, if I didn't have as many fragrances as I do, I would make this a signature scent. It's just that good. I don't see a season in which I can't wear this one specifically, because it does have a slight, small smidgen of sweetness to it, but not sweet enough to where it's not fresh and clean. I mean, you have lemon, mint, violet, lavender, pink pepper, white musk, and amberwood, all to come together to give you this extremely, like I said, executively beautiful, clean scent. So if you just want to smell like a boss, man, I say go get your hands on this one here. This is Bentley Silverlight. The next fragrance that I have coming up is Woodsy Muskie Aromatic, and it has a great reputation in the fragrance community, and I would say it is well deserved, and that would be Dior. So I just recently got this, so I'm not going to sit up here and say that I've worn it a whole ton, but I have worn it at least more. I would say if you've worn a scent more than 5 times, then you could probably actually have a pretty good conversation about it. I think I've worn this about 7 times. Remember, it's 3 months in the summer, and I've worn this 7 times since I've gotten it, and I have a pretty good amount of fragrances behind me, so that'll let you know just how much I like this fragrance. And this is it is very, very aromatic, very clean. Another extremely clean, fresh, uplifting fragrance. Perfect for the office. I wore it once again because I spent a lot of time at the office. So I wore this in the office, and it actually brightened my day, if that makes any sense. It actually made me feel pretty just pretty uplifted. This is a really, really good fragrance, man. Like, people have been suggesting it to me, and I said one day, I'll go ahead and get my hands on it one day, but I get things when I'm ready to get them. You know what I mean? So, because sometimes I have things on a list that I want to get before other things, but I had the ability while I was out in the wild to get my hands on this, and I just went on and grabbed it. And I am pleasantly happy. I'm extremely happy that I purchased it. I mean, you have bergamot, pink pepper, elemi, cashmere wood, Atlas cedar, patchouli, isoe super, Haitian vetiver, and white musk, all come together once again to give you this elegant, refined, and very, very masculine, clean scent, extremely clean scent. So the hype is real, everybody. So you want to smell great, you want to smell clean, you want to just give off that really, really fresh, breezy expression, or whatever it is that you want to do. However you express yourself through your fragrance, you can't go wrong with the expression dior. So the next fragrance that I have up is one that was consistently being shat on. And at first I wasn't going to get my hands on it because, I heard a couple of people who I respect a great deal. They didn't like it. They couldn't stand it. And one day I just said, you know what? I have to do things for me, for how I want to do it. Just because someone else doesn't like it doesn't mean I'm not going to like it. I am so glad that I decided to just go ahead and pull the trigger, because I'm very happy with this next one. That will be Azaro Tonic. So this right here, like I said, now what I will say is one of the things that they did say about this fragrance, it is nothing groundbreaking, and that is true. It is nothing groundbreaking. That doesn't mean it doesn't smell good. That doesn't mean that it does not work. That does not mean that it won't work for you, because it definitely worked for me. So I got it one day. Actually, I was on my way to a friend's birthday party, and it had arrived that morning. So I said, you know what? I haven't smelled it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to go ahead and make this my scent of the day. So before I went to the birthday party, I had another friend who I had to do some work in their house because something was going on with their steps. So I decided to go over there, fix the steps, take a shower, sprayed this on, had no clue how it was going to work for me, how long it was going to be on my skin. I didn't know nothing about it. I said, you know what, the hell with it. I already own it. I might as well see what it does. And you know what? It did me well. It did me well. And since this summer began, I've worn it at least twice. I got it last summer. I wore it about 4 or 5 times last summer. I absolutely enjoy this fragrance. This is a very citrusy, woodsy fragrance. But the citrus is a little bit more dominant. The woods, of course, come in at the back end because that's usually the anchor to a fragrance. But you get a nice hit of ginger from this as well. But the most that you get at the top of this is lime. You get that lime at the top, and it is extremely fresh. It's extremely fruity, but it's not sickeningly fruity. It's more of a fresh, fruity scent. So would I say that this is worth going out and getting your hands on? If you have a whole bunch of things that you feel like smell like this, I'd say no. But if you just want a fresh, clean fragrance, you don't have a lot in your collection, or even if you have a lot in your collection and you just want to get one more, this is not a bad thing to purchase. This is definitely worth the purchase. I would say go on out and get your hands on Azaro Tonic. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I have coming up, probably going to be no surprise to anybody. If you've watched a couple of my videos, then you know for a fact this is absolutely quintessentially one of my favorite summertime fragrances, and that is Versace Manofresh. When I say favorite, it ain't a game for me, man. I absolutely adore this. I have a whole nother bottle, same size of this, and this barely has a dent in it. And I had to make sure I had a backup bottle because this fragrance right here, man, look. Oh my God. Yes, there are certain fragrances in my collection that put me on pause. This is one. This is so clean, so fresh, so perfect for the summer, so citrusy, aromatic, and woodsy. I mean, this fragrance to me, and I haven't smelled anything else. I know there are fragrances out there that are similar to this, but I don't have those. So the only fragrance that I have to go off of is the one that I have in my hand. And for me, this is the quintessential juice. As far as I'm concerned, anybody else is copying this one. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, you got lemon, bergamot, carambola, starfruit, cardamom, Brazilian rosewood, cedar, tarragon, sage, pepper, musk, woodsy, saffron, amber, and all of this come together to give you this perfect, beautiful summertime. I mean, this smells like summer in a bottle. Not so much like any kind of pina colada or any kind of citruses or anything like that. To me, it smells exactly like summer air. This, to me, kicks off my summer. When I'm able to spray this and get it outside in a nice amount of heat, this tells me this is summertime. Much like when we listen to, there are certain songs that bring you into the summer. Like, I don't think it's summertime until I hear Will Smith's Summertime. So it's not summertime to me until I get this on my skin. And that is Versace Manofresh. So the last fragrance on the list, I would say it tag teams with Versace Manofresh as the quintessential fragrance of summer, and that would be Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I mean, you want to talk about fresh, clean, aromatic, ozonic, throw other fresh trope in there wherever you want to, and you're talking about this one. I mean, man, the ginger alone, the clean, fresh ginger alone is enough to just say, damn it, whoever's wearing that smells really damn good. And they do. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be me. But anybody else that wears it, it's going to smell good on them as well. But, I mean, you got grapefruit, bergamot, juniper, mandarin, Sicilian mandarin, you got your pepper, rosemary, Brazilian rosewood, musk, incense, oak moss. But to me, it has like a ginger type of smell to it. It has a really clean, just fresh and aromatic. Just honestly, it's another one that I spray and it puts me on pause because of the feeling of just beauty and the feeling of summertime, the feeling of clean, the feeling of the sun up high up in the sky, the feeling of just walking around and once again in mountain air, or even if you decided you're walking through the woods, if you do hiking or things of that nature, or you may be just walking by the sea. This works in all of those situations. This will work in every last one of those situations. This right here, to me, is one of the absolute best fragrances. This is the one that kicked off the entire line of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Like, you got your Light Blue Forever, Light Blue Intense, and all that type of stuff. This is the OG that kicked them all off. And it is definitely worth mentioning. It's definitely worth talking about. I still wear it. I still absolutely love it. As a matter of fact, it is already in the rotation to get worn this week. So if you want a great, beautiful, very citrusy, very clean, very uplifting fragrance to add to your collection, you cannot go wrong with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Well, everyone, that is my time for today. I want to thank you for coming and watching this video today. I know for a fact that you do not have to watch these videos, and I truly appreciate the fact that you watched me today. And if you want any of these fragrances, I will leave links to the description in the description box for each and every one of these, so you can go get your hands on it. And if you like the video, you have any of these fragrances for yourself, or you want to have a conversation about any of the fragrances, go ahead and hit me in the comment section. I will answer each and every one of your questions. So remember to like, share, and subscribe to the content, because it actually helps the channel grow. And I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. From just this week, I've gotten 10 more subscribers, and I thank you guys. I applaud you. I truly appreciate you. And remember, once again, my name is Mr. Dior Teddy. I am your resident sommelier. And over here, we don't do stink. So please, don't be a stink ass. Have a good one.